AFC Divisional Playoff matchup. The Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. Texans coming to this one at 9-6-1. They had to get past Kyler Murray and the Patriots. They were able to do so, and they come into this one riding their momentum, looking to shock the one-seeded Broncos. Von Miller and the boys looking to avoid that. Jacksonville, Baltimore. That game was played Saturday, and Baltimore came out on top. So Baltimore punched their ticket to the AFC Championship game. And early on here would be Deshaun Watson after an amazing season. He finds Demaryius Thomas there, who gets upended, but not before he picks up 26 yards. And then it would be Lamar Miller here with a really nice run, able to push forward for the first down. Or not the first down, 3rd and 1. Miller would get the ball back again. Now he pushed forward for the first down. Jeffrey Simmons, Defensive Rookie of the Year. He would go out with a dislocated wrist. The Broncos would lose him for the rest of the game. And that would basically allow the Texans' run game to just run roughshod. But right now it's the passing game doing damage. Lamar Miller again out there bailing out Deshaun Watson in the flat. And then it's Will Fuller, the 5th, with the touchdown. That was reviewed. It looked kind of iffy, but it held up after review. And early on here, the Texans take the lead. Troy Fumagalli here gets the football, 8 yards, first down. And the Broncos come back again. Tight throw there by by Daniel Jones to Jake Butt. Then here's 1st and 10. Jones now again gets sacked by Reed on the corner blitz. 3rd and 17 now, play action. Jones just misses Cordell Patterson there. That could have been a big play. 4th and 17, they'd have to punt. Now it'll be Deshaun Watson again, floating this one to Fuller. And that is just a beautiful throw. That's just a dime. And here's Watson again, 3-step drop, finds Fuller again. First down. And the Texans' offense at this point is just doing whatever it wants. Play action Watson again. That one's almost picked off by Cravens. 3rd and 9. Watson again. Looking, finds Demaryius Thomas again. So many weapons on this Houston team for Watson to throw the football to. Then here's LaShawn McCoy. Shady getting stopped at the 10, but not before he picks up the first down and then some. Here's Watson handing off. No, keeps it himself. And then he's brought down at the 1, almost getting into the end zone there. 2nd and goal, Watson runs, finds DeAndre Hopkins. And early on here, the Broncos not in familiar position, down 2 scores. And Daniel Jones going to have to show some composure here and lead back this Broncos team, giving up 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. Here's Emmanuel Sanders. He has playoff experience, and he wants another Super Bowl. Daniel Jones finding Sanders again here. Sanders was clutch on this drive. Here's Jones again, finding Jake Butt. Gets brought down at the 13. 1st and 10. Jones now again looking, finding Emmanuel Sanders in the end zone, and the Broncos are on the board. 14-7 now. Emmanuel Sanders taking a bow in the Mile High crowd. After a 3-and-out and a magnificent punt by the Texans, the Broncos start their own 5. Jones now again finds Lindsay, spin move, almost breaks that one. If he wasn't forced out of bounds, who knows what that could have went for. Only had a linebacker in front of him. Jones now again keeps the ball, takes off, slides down. This drive would go on for a long time. 1st and 10. Jones is sacked by J.J. Watt. Watt, thank you for that. Jones now again looking, finds Gardner. 2nd and 17 turns into 3rd and 8. Jones now again finding Jake Butt. Middle of the field, first down. Jones again now looking, finding Emmanuel Sanders. He picks up the first down. And then it'd be Jones again, 3rd and 1, finding Jake Butt, who gets tackled at the 1 exactly. And then Jones again, 2 plays later, finding James Garner for the touchdown. That would tie it up. This was an 18-play drive, going the length of the field and just taking so much time off the clock. Deshaun Watson, that one's batted down. Lucky that wasn't picked on the screenplay. 2nd and 10 now. Watson looking, finding Boyle, who gets dropped down at the 31, 3rd and 6 now. Watson looking, turns, and he gets hit before he's able to set his feet and throw. So the Broncos will get the ball back, the chance to do something, and then be Phillip Lindsay cutting outside, spin move, gets shoved out of bounds. And that play looked so nice, they decided to run it exactly again and pick up another big chunk of yardage. And they get down to the 46, around 40 seconds left. It looked like he was out of bounds, but they said no. And then Jones finding Jake Butt again. And Butt gets shoved down before he's able, or after he picks up the first down. Jones now going to the end zone for Sanders, has it for a split second. But the dreaded 2-man animation, it gets knocked out of his hands. 52-yard field goal coming up from Brandon McManus. And that one's good for the Broncos as they take a lead heading into halftime. And then they get the ball back in the 3rd quarter. Jake Butt, 1st and 10, picking up around 8 on that one. 2nd and 3, Lindsay, nice run up the middle. And the Broncos are driving here. 17-14 is your score. And then Jones again finding Fumagalli. That'd be short of a first down. So the Broncos go for it on 4th and 1, and they find Patterson and pick up a nice chunk of yardage on that risky play call. And then Jones again now looking, 3rd and 10, going for Butt, and that's almost picked off. And then just shuffles out of bounds there. 47-yard field goal, almost blocked, but it makes the score 20-14. And a nice lead for the Broncos starting to form, and then Deshaun Watson keeps it. And this is just amazing. Able to find DeAndre Hopkins on the sideline. Absolutely sensational play there from Watson. And just big play after big play here. LaShawn McCoy juking out of bounds before he's able to get hit. A lot of people questioned if he still had any football left to play after Buffalo released him, but clearly he does, as McCoy gets stopped at the 4. And then another handoff to McCoy, and he runs right up the middle, untouched. Touchdown, Texans, as they take the lead 21-20. Jones now finding Jones the second. He's the 3rd tight end on this team, and he's getting some play as well. And then here's Jake Butt again, tight end, so important to this offense. You have 3 quality tight ends. Here's Jones, play action. That's caught by Durant. Very nice play there. That was a risky throw. 1st and goal now. Jones looking, rolls out, tries throwing off his back foot. Durant catches it, not able to hold on to it. So another field goal, 22-yard field goal coming up here. And the Broncos retake the lead with a field goal. McManus, perfect so far today. And here's LaShawn McCoy. Big run here. No one's able to get him. And he is running wild and free. They get to him here about the 1, but it's too late. Big run for LaShawn McCoy. Quick strike by this Texans team. And the Broncos are now down 23-28 here as Houston running away with this one literally. Here's Jones though, finding Jake Butt, picking up the first down, 3rd and 5. Jones now rolling around, takes off, out of the pocket, slides down, avoids the hit. 1st and 10, 2nd and goal here, 4th quarter. Jones rolls to his right and finds Fumagalli in the end zone. And the Broncos pull back ahead, 29-28. You obviously really have to go for 2 here. And Jones takes us for the end zone, but the animation of doom strikes him. He just stops dead in his tracks to get tackled. And the 2-point conversion is a failure. And then here it is, Deshaun Watson, not a good throw there. But he still has a chance to get him back again. Watson here again. 3rd and 8, an amazing catch by Demaryius Thomas. Simply amazing. And then Watson here again, 2nd and 8, takes off, keeps it, and gets hit there by Justin Simmons. He gets pushed back a bit before he's able to pick up the first down. 3rd and 2 now. Watson finding Higdon, and he gets knocked down at the 3. 1st and goal. Watson trying to catch the Broncos off sides, but instead it's a false start, and they're going back 5. They would get the yardage back, but then 2 plays later, that's right, another false start. So both times they were at the 3, but instead they get shoved back to the 8. 3rd and goal now. Watson looking, this time runs backwards for some reason, like a Madden 04 replayer, and then he fumbles the football. And that could be costly for the Texans. Deshaun Watson already had an interception on the day here. And now a fumble. Play action pass. Jones lobs one over the middle. Jake Butt, he's running free. And then he gets brought down on a pile of bodies. And that's a first down. 1st and 10 again. Jones looking, can't find anyone. And he's sacked by Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney was all over the place today in coverage. And sacking the quarterback. As Jones is hit that time, releases the football, so that stops the clock. 3 minutes left. Watson finds DeAndre Hopkins. No first down. 3rd and 1. Gives it off to McCoy, and he's able to pick up the first down like he's been able to all day. Now Watson again, still trying to catch that Broncos defense off sides. And then here's Boyle. He gets brought down at the 12. And the Broncos are driving timeout, or the Texans are driving timeout. Broncos, Fuller, so close to getting him to the end zone there. The Broncos maybe should just let him score, but they're still going to try to hold him to nothing but a field goal. Watson sacked that time by Von Miller. 2nd and goal. Watson finds Boyle for a terrible play, but Von Miller makes an extreme mental error for the tackle, grabbed him by the face mask. That's a personal foul, and that's a fresh set of downs. Would have been 3rd and somewhat long, but Watson now gets another shot here. Few plays later, he finds Boyle in the end zone. And this is going to be a tough one for the Broncos. 1:36 left. They go for 2. They get it. So now they need a touchdown to just tie this game back up. 1:31 left. Daniel Jones almost getting picked off there by the Texans, going for Emmanuel Sanders. 2nd and 10. Finds Jake Butt, picks up the first down. Broncos still have a timeout left. Jones again, play action, rolls to his right, floats one. How is that not defensive pass interference? That's clear as day. They don't call it. That can't be reviewed. And then Emmanuel Sanders somehow gets behind the Texans defense. 1st and 10, 45 seconds left. Jones slinging this one to Cordell Patterson. And then able to pick up the first down. 1st and goal, 31 seconds left. They find Troy Fumagalli for his 2nd of the day. And they're 1 PAT away from tying this game up, trying to get it to overtime instead of going for 2. And they do get the 36-36 tie at this point, but the Texans still have time. That one's almost picked off. Will Fuller able to corral it, though. And then 2 plays later, Deshaun Watson gets picked off by Roby. 14 seconds left. Can the Broncos, they're kicking into the wind. Can they get down the field and set up a field goal? Jones had Sanders in motion. He comes up with the catch at the 28. 45-yard field goal. Bill O'Brien trying to freeze the kicker. Comes back again. 45 yards. McManus sends the Broncos to the AFC Championship game. 39-36. Costly interception by Watson. as the Broncos are moving on to the AFC Championship game. Your final, this one, the Broncos 39, the Texans 36. Just an offensive shootout in this game. Daniel Jones did his thing. He was your player of the game. 34-51, 424 yards, 4 touchdowns. And next week, the Denver Broncos will play the 11-5 Baltimore Ravens. It's the 1 and 2 seeds deciding who is going to go to the Super Bowl to play either the Falcons or the Green Bay Packers.